Hi, I'm Pastor Rich Warnecke from Christ Lutheran Church in Pewaukee, Wisconsin, and welcome to our Friday devotion. Moses writes about the Lord in this way. He says in Exodus chapter 34, verses 6 and 7, the Lord, the compassionate and gracious God, slow to anger, abounding in love and faithfulness, maintaining love to thousands, forgiving wickedness, rebellion, and sin. Moses writes about the seriousness of God when it comes to sin and dealing with it, but the seriousness of his forgiving love and mercy, his compassion. He wants all to be saved and come to the knowledge of the truth. Abraham, the one whom God had come to and said, from your line of one day a Savior would come, knew that when God makes a promise, he keeps it, knows that God is compassionate, merciful, and gracious. So when the Lord comes to Abraham and said that he's going down to Sodom and Gomorrah to check out the outcry of their sin and to deal with it, knowing that his nephew Lot and his family live there, Abraham makes an appeal to God. He said, won't you spare the righteous with the wicked, knowing that Lot lived there? Won't you have mercy on Sodom? And Abraham prays fervently, persistently, and boldly, if there are 50 righteous, will you not spare Sodom and Gomorrah? If there are not 45 righteous that hang on to your promises, will you not spare them? What about 40 or 30 or 20? And finally, he says, if there are not 10 righteous living there in Sodom and Gomorrah, will you not spare them? Abraham appeals to the Lord's mercy and compassion. We have a God who is serious about sin, but serious about forgiveness. And you and I have every right to make an appeal like Abraham did, to pray for those who do not know Jesus the way you and I do. Will you not spare them? Because you love all and want all to be saved. Will you not now use us to proclaim your message of love so that your gospel can have an impact on their heart? The law reminding them of their sin, the gospel reminding them that you have made a promise, that Jesus is their Lord and Savior, that he would come to live for them, die for them, rise so that we could have full and free forgiveness, your righteousness credited to our account. Oh Lord, give us the heart of Abraham that is bold and persistent when it comes to appealing to your mercy, to your love, so that when we remember you coming to Abraham and how Abraham responded, Lord, may we remember Abraham's example and be persistent and bold in our prayer, not only praying for our brothers and sisters, our families, and for ourselves, but for all, that you, Lord, would have an impact on their life so that all can live with you forever. Listen to what Moses records in Genesis chapter 18, verses 20 through 23. Then the Lord said, the outcry against Sodom and Gomorrah is so great and their sin so grievous that I will go down and see if what they have done is as bad as the outcry that has reached me. If not, I will know. The men turned away and went toward Sodom, but Abraham remained standing before the Lord. Then Abraham approached him and said, will you sweep away the righteous with the wicked? Lord, give us that kind of heart that trusts you and approaches you persistently and boldly, because we know you are a God of compassion, grace, and mercy. Jesus is the proof. Until next time,